And Josie.
And this is
Fuerza Femenina.
We're still working on that.
Yeah.
I actually had a thought the other day. I didn't talk to you about it because I didn't know how you would actually respond. So we're gonna see your response, everybody here together. Or maybe I did text you. I don't even remember anymore.
I'm not sure.
What if you sang the intro?
I sang the intro?
How would you feel about that?
Like on the beginning of the episode every time, or like make it as part of like an intro sequence kind of thing?
No, just to introduce the pod. Like, how would you feel? How would you feel?
Maybe.
You can play with it.
Yeah.
They've never heard you sing.
And you won't yet.
You're not there yet, guys. Sorry.
Not sorry.
I guess the moment that it does happen, you guys will know. What is it? It's like that point in the relationship where you're like
yeah,
vulnerable.
That's when you'll know.
You guys are we're in this. But I'll work on her, don't worry. I think it would be fun to see you sing the intro. You could do a little I can't do that kind of stuff, so like, you know what I mean?
It's just funny because I feel like if it was something that I do every episode, I couldn't help but make it just like funny or awkward or something. You know what I'm saying? Like purposely on like just funny.
Yeah. Okay, or it could be like remember that show Out of the Box? Out of the box. Out of the box. I don't remember how
doing some
in the goodbye song. Hello, farewell. Yeah, okay.
To you, my friend. What?
It could be something like that.
I forgot about that.
That was a really good show. I feel like every time I would turn on the television to watch that show, it would be over. It would always be the end.
You always catch the end song.
Yes! And I would get stuck watching The Bear in the Big Blue House, but it was okay because that was a pretty good show too.
Tell me why that's so funny, because you mentioned Out of the Box, and then like the very other show I thought of immediately after that was Bear in the Big Blue House.
Because they had them scheduled. Like, that's what they did. You know what I mean? As kids, we were already like, oh, what time is it? We know it's on. But
that's true.
That was like our like young childhood, but then when we started getting older, I think they got lazy, and that's why so many of us have watched so much SpongeBob. Because it was either SpongeBob or Fairly Odd Parents. SpongeBob or Fairly Odd Parents.
Do they even have like Saturday morning cartoons anymore? Is that like a thing?
I don't know, because none of us watch cable anymore. Do you watch cable TV?
No.
I think
just watch streaming services now. Instead of paying $70 for one bill, I'm going to pay $10 for 7 different subscriptions.
Seriously. Literally, I think my parents have cable, and we get discounts on like certain subscriptions, and it's still really high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cable service, internet. I'm not going to call them out, but I really feel like they're taking our money. You know what I mean? I'm like, is this worth it?
Can you see Wi-Fi? Can you see, like, the things that are happening in the cables? It's all foreign to me. I don't know. They could be lying to me.
It's like the cable package, though. It's just like, okay, let me remove the cable. I've tried. Okay, you know what? This is an adult conversation right now, all right? I've tried calling them, because my dad's like, I pay too much. But I'm like, Dad, but you're watching all the movie channels,
Yeah.
He's like, well, just keep the movie channels. I'm like, okay. So I call for my dad. It's at that point where I do all the calling for my dad. My dad does not want to be on the phone with these people. He will get in a fight with these people, okay? God. I got to sit on the phone with him sometimes and be like, Dad, calm down, Anyways, so I'll call and I'm like, okay, so we're paying too much. We've been like loyal customers. Like, I just want movie channels and that's it. Okay, well, I just want you to know that if you remove your cable package, a lot of the discounts you have on those movie channels might go away, so you're going to be paying full price. What? So you're going to actually end up paying more than you pay right now. And he already pays a lot. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I could do it and I could try and we could see what happens. And I'm like, you know what now? Like, just leave it. I'm going to go have another conversation with my father, because at that point it's like, what's the point? Then either you select to have the cable package, like you're saying, or you do pay $10 for each streaming service.
And I do feel like when it comes to like calling places like that, it's like either you like argue with them and talk to them forever, and then you do actually get some sort of discount, or like you just end up canceling the whole thing, and then if you want to get it back, it does cost more money. You know what I'm saying?
It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. That makes me think of like phone companies too. When you call about your phone and like, what the fuck is this extra fee that you guys are charging me now every month? It's like, oh well, it was a service fee. What the fuck is that? What do you mean? Service? What? Everything's the same.
They'd be like, oh, you can get all of these phones for this magical price. Oh, whoops, there's an activation fee on all of those phones. Oh, whoops, there's this. There was not even fine print at that point. Like,
you guys gotta charge me so you can turn on the phone?
Yes, thank you. The line already existed, my boy.
Just turn it on. I don't know. Like, just pressing the two buttons on the side, turning it on, is that the activation fee?
Oh, it's just adulting, and it's like, I understand how my parents just complain about every, I can see now more why my dad fights with people. However, it's just like...
Yeah, because everybody's trying to get their hands in your pockets. Mm-hmm. Get your hand in my pocket.
My dad does get discounts, but it's also just like, Dad, we don't need to fight with them. Sometimes if you're just like... Because then you think about the person on the other line. Like, this is their 9 to 5. They don't care. These are the rules. They are not the CEO of Cox. You know what I mean?
I definitely would be like, I'm sorry, sir. I don't make the rules.
Yeah. And even, let me speak to your manager. He is also at a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? He's just at the management position because he wants to make more money. He's probably got kids. You know what I mean? Like,
this is probably like the fifth angry call he's dealt with so far today.
Man, te digo. And it's just a whole thing. You're never gonna get to the man. You know what I mean? I want to speak to the one, not even the man. People used to say that. I only said that because that's what you say, but the woman could be the woman in charge too.
I just do like to also say the man though, because I'm like, the man, but I don't want to be like, the woman, you know?
I know, we got to support our women. But if let's just say the CEO of whichever company we're calling to complain about the amount of, money we're spending at this service, whatever.
Yeah.
If it was a woman, would we be okay with it? No, because a woman wouldn't charge us that much.
Get your hand out of my pocket. Man or woman.
Yeah, that's true. But see, I don't know. Like, I think it's so funny because I was actually thinking about this earlier. How we're growing up, and I was like reminiscing on like our childhood. Right? We often talk about being millennials and stuff on this pod because yeah, dude, like we're closing our late 20s chapters. So you think about how you grew up. And it's so different from the kids nowadays. Even how we talk about, like, the videos on TikTok, like, kids are, like, more iPad babies. Kids are on social media. And you think about our childhood, and I'm like, wow, I miss those days. Even our high school days. Like, I miss it. It was different then. Like, I was thinking, like, are high schoolers still the same high schoolers today? Probably, because high school is hell. But, like, the point is that, like, we grew up with cable TV. That was, like, a thing. So, like, is my subconscious mind not letting me let go of cable TV because that's something I grew up with? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a source of like what do you call it, nostalgia for me? Like, I don't know, but like, will our kids even care about cable TV because of all these streaming services?
Yeah, there isn't such thing as like, oh well, I can't, I have to stay home and watch Blue's Clues at 8 p.m.
Or, like, the Disney Channel movie at Friday. You know what I mean? Like, oh, gotta be here for that time or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even just, like, for older people. Like, you were talking about the new episode of Drag Race. Oh, yeah. Do you watch that on cable? Or you watch that?
I watch it on Hulu Live. So it is kind of like...
They're trying to keep that.
I didn't even want to get Hulu Live, honestly. I just shared the subscription with my siblings. Don't tell Hulu. And what happened? They wanted to get the live, I think, for like sports reasons, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't watch no sports balls.
But yet you are enjoying.
I'm taking advantage of what's already there. I watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
See, but like that's the thing. Like, are we ever going to like let go of like old things like that? Like, you know how now it's like, oh, back in the day when we had fucking landlines and, like, leaving a voicemail at someone's house. Like, we were talking about that with my brothers, you know?
Dude, I'm even thinking about, like, when you ask, like, kids now, like, oh, pretend like you're putting a phone up to your ear. Like, we go like this.
Okay. Well, like, will our kids be like that about cable TV? Like, I know if you go ask a kid, turn on the television, they're not going to fucking go and turn it on. You know what I mean? Like, we grew up still turning televisions on manually like that. Like, remotes were always, like... just turn it on over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is funny. Like actual like physical buttons on the TV.
So like, will cable TV die one day?
I don't know. That kind of makes me wonder though too. Like I know obviously there's a model for streaming and how that works, but like, are there some shows or some networks that really just can't work well that way? Like if we're like, what has it meant for companies that make these TV shows and movies when like they like make a whole season and then they just like put it all out at once?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, does that cost differently? Do people make less money? Do people make more money? Like, is this just another way to like pay other people less or something?
I don't know.
You know, because it's like you wouldn't be able to do that with like I mean, like just thinking about daytime TV shows, Cops or something, or like Judge Judy. Like, can you film like a whole just season and then just put it out, or is it just like day by day kind of stuff? I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, because the way they shoot it now is like if you shot a movie, they shoot the whole episode seasons and you're just like airing them, right? Because before it used to be like every week you film and then it goes live, right?
I think so. I think
maybe that changed over time, but I don't know how it affects cost wise. I think the main shows that it might feel weird for are shows where I don't even know what you call them, like the sitcoms where like you have an active audience.
Oh, like a live studio audience?
Yeah, and like you have the audience and they have the reactions and whatever, and like for example, Full House used to be one of those, right? Mm-hmm. But then when they tried to like do the one where they're older and they just aired it on Netflix, it didn't really hit.
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously Full House was like a big hit and like went on for like I don't know how many seasons, but like put it on Netflix. I don't think they had a live studio audience in those, or did they?
I'm trying to remember.
I really don't know.
I want to say maybe they wanted to keep it the same. Who watched Full House? Let's pull up an episode now. We're not going to pull up an episode. No, we're not.
Watch with us.
But I remember just watching it and being like, this is not the same.
I mean, I guess that's also true in a sense where it's like, can you use the same exact model that you did in like the 90s and try it in like 2020, and is it going to work the same even if it's exactly the same?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. But you know what's a thought I always think about when I think about studio audiences? If you watch something that's like really, really old and you can hear like laughing tracks in the back, like there's a studio audience, I'm like, what if all these people are dead and you're just listening to a room of people that are now dead, but like this is like a recording of all their laughters?
Oh my god.
Dark thought, I know, but weird.
Scary. But there is live audiences, right?
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, is it a fake laughing track?
No. They were alive at one point.
Maybe nowadays they would have like fake laughing tracks though, for sure.
Oh sure, I feel like especially with like Disney Channel or like Nickelodeon shows, just listening or watching them, you can hear some laughs and I'm like, why does that specific laugh sound so familiar?
Yeah, I know. These are the same laughs in the same show. The same just 5 seconds. Like we're just gonna, recycle that 5 seconds of laugh,
yes.
Gosh, I can't. Yeah. Imagine being the person to shoot that. All right, guys, thanks everybody for coming. I just want to give your best laugh. Ready, action. All right, we're just going to do 5 more seconds of that. Hold your laughs for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're like, all right, thanks everybody, that's it. Everybody go home. See you never again.
Imagine. Or now gasp. Okay, now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That, I wonder who shot that, Anyways. Our drinks today is soju. Have you had soju before?
We got peach and lychee.
Which one do you want to do first? I want to do the lychee one.
Okay.
Have we had soju on the pod before?
Comment below. I don't know.
Have I had soju with you before?
We have had soju before.
What were we doing?
I think we were just hanging out here at your house, to be honest.
All right, so like typically, we were having a conversation about this. Typically, I think that you drink this in shots or in a cup. You don't take it all for yourself. You might get a little lit, but we don't care on this pod.
I live my own rules and my own life.
Yes, I can't even freaking open it. My hands are too...
Dude, you saw me struggling here.
You're the muscles here. You gotta help me.
All right, okay.
Maybe I try again. Maybe I use some
Call
cloth.
me muscle mommy. Here you
Yeah,
go.
no, I can't do it. Muscle mommy, muscle mommy. Last episode, you get the reference. Look, she did it.
See, the things came off with it though again too.
It's alright, because we're gonna chug them all.
Chug.
Okay, so this one is lychee and hers is peach. We will switch it off.
Yeah.
Because we want
I
to
don't think I've tried the lychee one, but I want to try it too.
So excited. We are always going to try to have a different drink, but see, another thought is like when we're going to run out of different drinks to try.
I don't think we will. I already have like 7 more I can think of.
Oh shit. All right. So keep them coming.
But not all alcoholic, okay? You know, like let's relax together.
Non-alcoholic, yeah. We do drink water every episode. All right, so cheers to lychee, and it's called Good Day. So we're going to have a good day.
This one,
you do too.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. You can look at it.
Wait, it's not the same?
No, they're different ones.
Wow. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. But how big of a sip are you doing? Ooh, tastes like
Lychee?
Tastes really good. Yeah.
I like the peach one. It's pretty good.
I don't think we're supposed to drink out of the bottom, but YOLO.
I'm an adult.
Okay, to get this pod going, okay, we should play a drinking game in the pod.
Oh.
Like, what are things that we do or, like, things that we say every time we say something? Every time we reference how old we are, we gotta drink.
Okay. Every time we mention, I guess the younger generation too.
Yeah, every time we talk about Gen Z kids. I'm just joking. What
See, I feel like that's easy for you though too because you have younger brothers. I'm the youngest, so it's like I can only base off of what I see on the internet.
Okay. I'll let you borrow my little brothers. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, but drinking game.
Yes. Every time we...
Yeah, generations. Okay, if we mention any kind of generation. Okay.
Specific acts at each other, maybe.
Specific acts.
Like something that you do, something that I do.
Okay.
Solo stuff. I don't know.
We're running out of ideas. I don't know. If you have some ideas and some good rules, maybe we'll do it again in the next game. In the next episode, excuse me.
Yeah, because at this point I can't. You know, I'm not trying to say we're perfect. No, I'm just kidding. We ain't gotta.
Well,
Usually it's like we gotta add each other. I like playing movie drinking games, but I don't. Every time we laugh a lot on this pod,
No.
but that's not real. Not gonna do that one. Can't think of anything. Please come again later.
I feel like as we're going through it, something will pop in my head like, oh, we do this every time.
Literally. Okay, so for now, the generations one.
Okay.
So cheers to that again.
Okay, let's talk about dreams.
Dreams.
What do they mean? What are they? And also just general kind of like sleep stuff, you know? But dreams. Do you have recurring dreams?
I don't have recurring dreams. First of all, we should get it out there that we dream. Because a lot of times when I talk to people, they're like, I don't even dream. I'm like, bro, I can't stop dreaming. Like,
When I turn it off.
Yeah, like if I don't dream, I'm like, how weird. But I'm pretty sure I did have a dream. I just was like, faded out. Don't remember that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But chances are I dreamt. But I don't have recurring dreams. But I'll have dreams in the same places. But like something else is happening there. And in the dream, I'm like, hey,
I've been here before.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. See, I think that's interesting how like your brain will collect that information and just use it randomly. And also like just talking about dreams and like people who have them and don't have them. I sometimes don't even realize I had the dream until like I think about it later and I think about this whole thing that played out in my head. I'm like, wait, that happened when I was sleeping. This whole story happened. This was a dream. Not that I thought it was real, but I'm like, where did I cook up this whole storyline? Because like last night I had a dream and it started off, I was in some sort of like coastal area or island kind of place, but I know my brother was there and my sister was there. And then the place started to flood. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see the beaches and you could see like the waves were just getting bigger, and so it's like they started creeping up, and they would like then it was kind of getting like reaching towards like streets and stuff, but very like low levels, and it just like I went through like a series of like going through different buildings. Like I lost my brother and my sister at some point and would find them later. And we just had to keep climbing, and the water just kept getting higher and higher. And
hold on, this is a nightmare.
Yes, this is a nightmare.
Okay, anyway.
That was me in the morning. I'm like, God, what was that? I'm like, that was a nightmare. But luckily, by the time I woke up, my brother and sister were still there, so we were still good. But we were like, there was not much places left to go to. You know what I'm saying?
Were you like in Vegas?
In Vegas? I said in a coastal area.
But okay.
Island maybe.
So see, sometimes when I dream, it'll be like...
Actually, you're right. I'm over here talking to you about reality. We're talking about dreams.
Like
science matters.
Like it'll be like, I'm at so-and-so place, but being there, I'm like, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be like, I'm at my house, but in the dream, I'm like, I've never been at this house before. But it was like my house. So like, I was thinking maybe like, you're in a coastal area, but could have been Vegas. Like, you know.
That's true.
Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Or was it like Hawaii or like California?
I would say maybe like, kind of like
New York City.
No, like it was like definitely like still like a coastal area. Like you could see like people were wearing like shorts, swimming, like bathing suits, a lot of white, you know, like people just on vacation, and like the houses were kind of like, I guess, Spanish style-esque.
Those are a lot of details, my boy. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to describe the area it was in, but like I can see it in my head. Like I almost kind of want to say it like as if it was like maybe like New Mexico or something, but like
that's
water.
Not coastal either, Jocelyn.
But I want to say Mexico, but I'm like the very like whitest parts of Mexico.
Wait, why did I think New Mexico? Did you say New Mexico?
I did say New Mexico.
Okay, good.
That's why I said New Mexico and not Mexico. So I wanted to say Mexico, but I'm like, I feel like that style of building is like way too new, way too like white.
So San Diego.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Dude, it's so crazy that sometimes we remember so many crazy details. See, my thing is always like, this is a question that I get when I tell somebody about my dream, which I hate, but is totally valid. And then I'm also going to ask you the actual question that I think should be asked when you have a crazy dream. First question is, did you watch like anything end of the world related, you know, a movie or something that day, yesterday, before you went to bed? Did you see something?
I went to bed, I literally was watching One Piece.
Sorry, what is that?
It's an anime.
Oh yeah, you talked about it. Yes.
So I was watching One Piece. I mean, like, I guess the only way that's relevant is like One Piece is like a pirate. It's about pirates and they be on the ocean, so there's water.
Maybe a little bit related. But the fact that you lost your siblings, what? So now the question that I always like to ask, or like something I even ask myself when I have a crazy dream, like, how did you feel? Like, what were you feeling towards the end? At the end, what was like the resolve?
Well, I woke up, I think it was because of an alarm or something else, but like luckily right before I'd woken up, it was like a sense of relief because I had just found both of them and like we were all safe. But the water was still coming in. So it's like maybe like a sense like I could be like imminent danger or I'm still going to be drowning anyways kind of thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, that's so crazy. Your dream, do you have dreams that you'll just never forget? Like you always like remember?
That's tough to say because like I have reoccurring dreams and those are obviously easier for me to remember because I've had them multiple times. Mm-hmm. But as for like one specific dream that I had once, like does it stick with me forever? Not really, no.
No?
Like maybe some ideas or some details, but never like the whole story.
There's a couple dreams that I just will never forget. But like I've always been like such a vivid dreamer. Like when I was younger, there was like 2 dreams that I woke up sobbing to. Like I was sobbing so hard in my dream that like my dad had to wake me up. Yeah, and I'll never forget certain dreams that I've had. Wow. So I think it's weird. I don't know if I just pay too much attention to my dreams, but I think that like dreams sometimes are either like telling you something.
That's why I wanted to talk about this because I feel like you are very much like you can depict messages from your dreams and like they're very significant to you and you have very vivid dreams and you dream a lot. I have dreams and like I remember them sometimes I don't even realize I had a dream, but you dream more often than like anyone I know.
Yeah. Oh really? That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm the dreamer, and if you don't know, to the dreamers now you know. Shout out to the dreamers. Look it up. To thedreamers.com.
Follow.
And, well, okay. I have a lot of... Do you want to break down your dream in front of this podcast right now? Is that what you want to do?
Maybe if you want to break down one of my reoccurring dreams, because I have like...
You have a reoccurring dream?
I've said that like 3 times already on the podcast right now.
What dream is it?
Well, I've had a couple. There is one... It's funny because, like, now thinking about the dream I had last night, it's kind of similar in a way because there's this recurring zombie dream I have where I'm, like, in some kind of, like, abandoned hospital. What happens within the hospital and, like, the zombies, like, maybe fights or whatever, aren't always necessarily the same place. I mean, the same thing, but, like, it's the same place. And so it's, like, it's kind of like going through each level of the building is, like, a new level of, like, difficulty, kind of. And then sometimes I make it all the way to the end, and sometimes I die.
What? And you're alone?
Yes.
This is a reoccurring dream?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you like dreaming about this? Or do you not have any feelings about it?
No, it definitely makes me feel scared and anxious and, like, end of the world in the dream, you know?
End of the world dream is interesting. Okay. There's a common theme here.
Yeah, exactly. Imminent death. The other one, I want to say it's in sort of, like, castle, or it's, like, dark in this dream. And, again, I'm in a building, and I think there's, like, some sort of, like, witch or something that's, like, trying to kill me or trying to, like, make bad things happen, and it's going through the castle and just trying to make it out.
Holy moly.
I think my siblings, or at least my sister's in that one too. But yeah.
Wow. Would you say you're feeling stressed when you have these recurring dreams?
I don't know. I feel like I've experienced plenty of stress in my life, and I haven't had a lot of these reoccurring dreams a lot lately. I had them a lot more when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, like, would you say it's like a stressful period when you have these dreams? Like, you're going through something, you know?
Yeah.
Because that would be like...
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would be like the trigger.
Or like you're going through something or
yeah.
like whatever, you know? That's so wild to me that you have that recurring dream.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like pick at it psychologically. There's also this one website that I like live by that I think is like pretty generally, like, you look it up and I'm like, exactly. That's exactly what I'm going through right now.
I've had plenty of dreams too where I felt like my teeth were falling out.
Oh, I've had those dreams too. That's a huge indicator of stress. Also, actually, see, but I wouldn't say they're recurring. I would label a dream reoccurring if it was the same exact thing. But I definitely have had similar things. Like, I've had, like, babies in dreams. Like, whether I have a baby and I didn't know I had a baby, or I already have a baby, or I'm pregnant and then I have a baby, but, like, baby related. But baby dreams mean that, like, it's, like, a project, an upcoming thing. Like, something new, like a goal, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what those types of dreams mean. I know certain dreams mean, like if you dream of a wedding and you see the wedding dress, that means, like, someone is gonna, like, pass away.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, there's, like, little things that can happen in your dreams that are, like, something's gonna happen. Like they're trying to tell you something. You know, and I've also had dreams where, like, certain family members have passed away, and I had a dream, like, a very strong, crazy dream, and I, like, said goodbye to them.
In the dream, and then they passed away.
They had already passed, and they, like, came to visit me. Yeah, like chills type of things, yeah. But, dude, okay, so it's crazy that you say your coastal dream, though, because it reminds me of one of these dreams that I had, and I've literally been thinking about it lately. So it's so wild that you dreamt something like this. I know.
Twilight. You've now entered the Twilight Zone.
Little did we know we were in the same location, like, during the dream. What do you call it in the realm, in the dream realm, or whatever you call it? But what's it called? Okay, so the dream. So a long time ago when I was working at Disney, and we're about to get real for a second, okay? A long time ago when I was working at Disney, I didn't really like it, you know, and it was tough because, like, we can get into this another time, but, like, when you get out of college and, like, you're trying to, like, get out there and, like, put your mark on the world, You have expectations. Let me just say that that's kind of what happened to me. And I did the Disney college program, and I know I'm not the only person that feels that way. However, it's not like, I don't really want to like blame the program or myself, or you know what I mean. It's just like how it happens. Like, they sell us a dream, you know, the I want to say maybe United States, America, this like, you're gonna go to college and do your thing. Like, maybe it was that, maybe it's all the things, but whatever. I was feeling really unhappy, and like in the dream I'm like working there, and I also had it during this time, but in the dream I'm there, but I'm working there, but at the dream I was like nighttime, and I was at Disneyland with my family, and it must have been like Halloween time, because it was like really dark, and we were walking around the park, and it was really calm and silent. Like, it was chill. Like, there was nothing bad, nothing good. It was just like chill.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, I don't remember this part. I don't know if like I ran away or something happened, but all of a sudden I like get pushed into the water, and like it's just like a crazy like storm in the middle of the ocean. There's no islands, there's no nothing, and I get pushed all the way down towards like another like pier, right? And it can't be a pier, because that would, it's just like some sort of place where I can stand, like a building vibe or whatever, but I'm still like in the middle of the ocean, and I know that Disneyland is like fucking like all the way the hell over there, like far, but this storm pushed me out completely, and I'm like all alone, and I'm looking out to the water, and all I can't help but feeling is like almost like regret, like I should have stayed over there. And then I woke up, and I had that dream when I worked there. And I remember telling like a friend of mine at the time, and he was like, wow, that's so crazy, but like he didn't really, you know, he doesn't care. Me though, I'm like,
oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, but me, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I hate it so much.
mean?
But then I ended up getting out of the program, and now I still think about that dream. Why? Because my life is a complete 180 from that moment, and it feels like that. Yeah. It feels like I went through a crazy storm to get out of there, and it was there was nothing really wrong with it now in retrospect. It was just me, young, and
I mean,
whatever.
I'm sure you're not the only one that's felt that way, either with the Disney college
Exactly.
program,
I mean,
you know?
we all go through our things, and then later on we realize what, you know what I mean? It's okay. Young minds, like, you're growing up. But see, like, now I can relate to, like, whatever my soul was trying to tell me, I guess. I don't know. So, like, I'm only, like, sharing also, too, to, like, maybe give you insight on, like, what potentially,
what those
like...
dreams mean.
Yeah, like, maybe what you're trying to tell yourself, what your soul's trying to tell yourself, what God is trying to tell you, like... Or maybe, you know, sometimes I do think that, like, dreams occur because you, like, ate too many chips, or had too much to drink, or you watched a crazy movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or somebody said something to you and you were like, what the heck, you know? So...
And kept thinking about it or something. Yeah.
I mean, if I was a psychologist, I would be like, do you feel like you've lost your brother and sister lately? You know what I mean? But this is
not at all.
I know, right?
Not at all.
She's really close to her siblings, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I literally made pizzas at my brother's house, like, 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty good pizzas.
Dang.
He got a pizza, and he's like, now I'm Italian, you know, I don't know.
Actually, I saw a video, and I was like, oh, dang, that pizza looks good. I'm Italian. That's hilarious. You guys look like you could be Italian. You guys look like you guys have some Italian blood in you.
I feel like my dad's been mistaken for, like, Middle Eastern before.
Really?
Yeah, but...
I think that happens a lot to, like, Mexican people. Martin gets mistaken for Middle Eastern all the time. My brother, if you guys don't know my brother...
I kind of see that.
And people have actually gone up to him and, like, started speaking to him in, like, their languages. And Martin's like, what? And then they're like, you know, they're, like, upset with him because he doesn't. And Martin's like, you got the wrong person, bro. Like, Martin is... You guys know Martin. Yeah, but it's funny. I think it's funny, though. Because if me, I would laugh. But Martin is like, again, really? Like, he's just tired of it at this point. But that's funny. But yeah, dreams. That's crazy.
Yeah. I guess the only thing else I wanted to talk about when it comes to, like, dreams and, like, sleeping. Like, have you ever gotten through sleep paralysis?
Oh, yes. But to me, it's like... Demon... No, not. I don't want to think about that. For me, it's like some part of my body is asleep or uncomfortable, and I'm trying to wake up, but I don't want to wake up, so I get stuck. And, like, I figured it out that, like, if you just try to wiggle your fingers and your toes, you wake up.
Have you ever, like, like looked up or read on like how to try to get yourself to have sleep paralysis?
Ugh, no. Why would
did.
And you want?
I did.
What is that called though? Lucid dreaming though,
Yeah.
right? So lucid dreaming and sleep paralysis, are they different or are they the same?
They might be the same but a little different. Actually, is this a Google question?
This is a Google question. We're gonna Google this, guys. Okay.
But while you do that, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so what I had read to like how to induce like lucid dreaming is like you like lay down and feel like as if you're like you try to go to sleep. You close your eyes, yes, and then what is it? When you're laying down and you feel like you're gonna fall asleep, your body usually wants to like move or like you have some sort of like itch or something, and then like once you do that, then like your body relaxes and you fall asleep and you go to sleep. But instead, you fight that urge and you just literally just try and like stay as still as possible until you like kind of fall asleep. And that's supposed to like help you into, I don't know.
It doesn't sound fun.
But I read it because I wanted to try it. And so, but what was weird is when I went to bed to try and do it, my I was laying down and in my brain, like once like I felt myself trying to fall asleep. My brain and my body was like, no, don't do this. Do not do this. Stop right now. So then I just got up and I was like, I'm not doing this.
This felt scary.
Yes, very scary.
But question, why did you want to do that in the first place?
That was like the first time I ever heard about it, Alma. Okay, I wanted to know.
I'm just worried about my friend. Okay. So scary. Okay.
I don't know if I don't want to do something until I try.
You know what? We did say that about you, though. We did say that you're very...
One thing about me, I'm going to find out.
Yeah. Me, I'm going to be like, okay, I'll wait here until you come back. Be safe. I'll go if you say it's fun. Like, you know? All right. Looked it up. Many other people had the same question as we did. I always enjoy looking up something, and if it's already written out for me, I'm like, not the only one. Okay. The most important difference is that in sleep paralysis, the experiencer has the feeling of being awake and to be in the same place they fell asleep, while in lucid nightmares, the experiencer is aware of dreaming. In both cases, there is a lack of agency, and the experiencer feels helpless and trapped. This doesn't sound fun.
Okay, sleep paralysis, you're in the room, you're seeing what should be mostly reality, and lucid dreaming, you're in some sort of dream or nightmare, but you know that you're dreaming. Okay, all right, that makes sense. See that.
Would lucid dreaming be like you feel your body awake and you're awake, right? You're like eyes open, or you're asleep. Are you lucid dreaming with your eyes open? That's always a question that I have.
I don't think like eyes open in general while you're sleeping. Like
I'm like, how does?
Or you think that your eyes are open?
Yeah.
I would say that's more sleep paralysis because it's like if you're in your room and you're laying down and you think that your eyes are open and you see your room, your body's not moving, I would say that's sleep paralysis. But lucid dreaming, you could be like, we're in some sort of like bubblegum kingdom, everything's made of gum, and then we're both there, but you realize like, oh wait, this is a dream. Instead of you being in the dream and like being part of the story, you've separated yourself from the story and now you have a third party perspective and you're seeing it and you're like, I know this is a dream. I know the bubblegum kingdom isn't real. And that like I will wake up eventually. That's what I'm interpreting it as.
That's weird. Because I have had dreams where I feel like I can like decide what happens, but sometimes
probably that too.
Sometimes things are still out of my control though. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when I know I'm dreaming, like if something will happen, like I never see faces in my dreams. Like if I'm dreaming, I won't see faces. But if I see a face, my body's instantly like, you're dreaming.
Something's wrong here.
Yeah, no, seriously, like it'll be like bodies everywhere. Body yada 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 yada. But yeah, if I see a face, there'll be moments where like I'll be like, oh, like something will happen, but I'm never like, oh, I'm awake. You know what I'm saying? Like it's it's like
having some sort of awareness, but not like interesting. Yeah, what would you classify that under?
You know, we could probably make a whole career out of it.
I mean, we've already spent like 40 minutes talking about it.
Oh, snap. Yeah, it's interesting, actually.
Yeah. But on that note, I think it's time we take a break.
Okay, guys.
And then come back to the rest
Hope
of
you
it.
enjoyed the dream chat.
Yeah, that I knew that was going to be a good one.
But also, I hope you don't lose your siblings in a scary coastal storm.
I know you're talking about reading into dreams, but I'm going to choose not to read into that one.
Okay, fair enough.
And leave it as is.
Fair enough. What's up, guys? Hello again. Bro, is it already summer in Las Vegas or what the hell?
Oh my god, it's already getting hot, dude.
I can't. I feel like we're at that point where like everywhere else in the fucking world, not the world, maybe in the United States.
Oh, this is good.
The lychee flavor is delicious. Let's try this peach one. We switched drinks.
Oh yeah.
That was the plan the whole time. But I feel like everywhere else in the United States right now is experiencing like really nice weather. But like Vegas has officially entered summer, so, and we're gonna be here until October. Like,
yeah, dude. No, really dead ass. And the thing is, it's like we experience like a week of spring, and that week of spring is really windy. And then it's like, okay, thanks, goodbye.
No, yeah. We get a small spring and we enjoy it, but it's like we could wear jean jackets during spring here because it'll be cold at night or fresh in the morning.
Or in the shade too.
What is it, like May? The end of May? Yeah, it's the end of May now.
It's the end of April.
What is going on? You know something? I was thinking about April in my brain, but I said May. You know, a couple years back though, it would still be cold in May, but I think now it's to the point where like maybe it'll be fresh, like random fresh weather. Like it'll be hot for like a couple days and then randomly fresh.
Yeah.
Towards all of April, but for the majority, like summer has already started coming into the chat. Like,
yeah, dude. No, like especially when I saw like what by this time it's already hitting like 80 degrees and stuff. I'm like, oh, there it is. There she is.
It's too hot, dude. Our real summer is when it's in 100-degree weather all day long. So I don't even want to think about her.
Dude, there is no way a human body can get accustomed to like 115-degree weather.
Yeah,
impossible.
And somehow we live here. I'm not ready for that, but we're
shout out to AC.
I know. AC companies make bank here.
Dude, no, for real. Like, think about it. How often, like, would an AC unit break? Like, not. I mean, maybe like once a year, but like that's one season. So what? Your AC goes through maybe a couple seasons till it breaks.
Dude, and you can't survive inside of a house with no AC. You're better off outside.
That should be illegal. That's like putting a dog in a car, in a parking lot, locking them
in the sun. It's too much. Anyway, so yeah, we just want to let you know that it's hot here already. So like you see us, we're wearing tank tops. Okay, we're gonna keep wearing tank tops until October.
And I'm sweating.
Dude, yeah, we are. We're sweating right now. I feel like this house gets a lot of sun all day long, honey. Like,
see, that's a funny thing though too, because I love me some natural light.
Wait, the sunrise is this way, actually. I'm going like this, but it's actually like...
Oh, yeah, that's north to south. We need to go east to west.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, fuck driving.
I know.
West when it's like 6 p.m.
If you live in Vegas, you know. That's literally what I was going to say.
I can't see anything. I'm like looking at the lane markers, just following that, but like...
I know, you need sunglasses.
The sun
for
visor
sure.
falls down to here.
Yep.
So I'm like, or just trying to block the sun.
It's like this. It's like obviously we.
And
know.
I will not use a booster seat.
She will not. All right, we're not gonna.
I'm an adult.
The line is drawn. Okay. Well, can't you just raise your seat and like?
It's as up as it goes.
Sorry. Anyways, okay. So like. Obviously, sun rises east, sets in west, but, like, because of where we live and what the neighborhoods are called, like, you always know the sun rises on the east side and sets in Summerlin. That's kind of how I have it down. But, like, same, like, when I would go to college, literally driving towards the sun because I would take the streets to get to UNLV and, like, you know? Or, like, you want to go do something cute in the afternoon and you're driving towards Summerlin, you know? And it's, like, you never... Or, like, coming home. Driving to school, sun's in your face. Coming home, sun's in your face. And then, you know, you just get a tan naturally. Like, you know?
Or if your windows aren't tinted, you get like one arm darker than the other.
Oh, man, I hated that one. I hate it. You know, and in those times, I wouldn't use sunscreen all the time. Now I use sunscreen on my face, but I don't really use it on my arms.
I do use it on my face, but not so on my arms. I probably should be more concerned about that.
I should, because now when I drive, I feel like my arms burn. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But my dad, okay, like, my dad is really dark. Like, my mom is really white and my dad is really dark. My dad refuses to put sunscreen on. He says he doesn't need it. He says he doesn't get sunburned. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. But, like, me and my brothers, we need sunscreen. And, like, all of us, that's why I don't really like getting tans, bro, because I tan dark. I tan really dark. However,
I don't really tan that much.
really, like, my mom turns red. She does not tan. Me and my brothers will be, like, we're pretty good, like, neutral shade between them. Mm-hmm. But then my brothers, because they work in the sun with my dad, and I be seeing pictures, and I'm like, holy smokes, y'all, like, went so many shades darker. Like, geez, that happens to me, too, like, if I'm in the pool or whatever. But last summer, I think I did so many outdoor activities, which is not the usual for me. Like, me, I like to stay inside. Like, I'm telling you, I do not like to tan. Last year, though, I tanned a lot, and I was like, I couldn't get a correct foundation match, like, because it was, like, too darker than normal for me, right?
I mean, I feel like it's safe to say already, like, your color in summer is not your color in winter.
No,
those are two different colors.
That's a serious thing. But see, look, because I got so dark in the summer, I expected to go as lighter in the winter, but I just, like, I just remained in that. Do you know what I mean? I got lighter, but I think I got lighter. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
And so, now, though, I look at pictures from last summer and I see how tanned I was, and I like myself now. So, I'm converted.
Who is she? Okay.
I'm like, and you know, it's like a stigma. Like, I know, like, a lot of, I don't really want to, like, jump into this topic because it's, like, a heavy one. Oh. But a lot of our Mexican moms, like, I don't know about yours, but, like, mine will be like, oh, the makeup's too dark. And I'll be like, Mom, I think it's too white on my face. No, it looks fine. Clearly, it's, like, doesn't match. But, like, I heard that's, like, a thing. Like, our moms are, like, it's, like, a Mexican thing. Like, we want to look more pale in the face or something like that.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel like that is the general, like, whitewashing that first generation, any kind of immigrants feel. Because it's, like, your parents, they had to assimilate, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to look different because they didn't want to be pointed out. They didn't want to be, like, looked at as different for any other kind of reason. So it's like, we have to look like them. So it's like, that's why I feel like a lot of the time, too, when I was younger, I was told to, like, straighten my hair. Like, if we're going to go do something nice or, like, it's a formal event, you have to straighten your hair. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So looking lighter than you are, I could see how that would make sense.
Yeah, and my mom is way lighter than all of us. Like, way lighter than all of us, okay? So anyways, yeah, but now when I look at those things, I really like myself in the darker shade. However, I still own a lot of, like, lighter color foundation, so, like, it is what it is. But yeah, it's hot here, so it is what it is. Here we are. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Summer nights are here.
Made me think of that song.
We love summer nights, but guys, if you're not from Vegas, it's 108 at 9 p.m.
Dude, like, once the sun goes down and the earth is, like, cooling off from the fucking sunlight, you can feel the heat emanating off the ground, how hot it is.
I know last summer, me and Josie would just hang out to sit in the pool. Like, just being in the water, we're happy.
Survive.
We're just okay. Like, we don't have to be playing. Like, we're obviously grown up now. But just being in the water, we're like, ah.
That's the only way I can be outside for more than 20 minutes in the summer, is if I'm in water.
It's too hot, man.
But yeah, dude, I don't, like, I get sunburnt, but I feel like it does take a lot for me to get sunburnt. It's like either I'm, like, really white and I try to tan and it takes me forever to get brown or red.
Yeah.
But, like, in order to get the tan, I do have to, like, be careful and, like, make sure I'm applying sunscreen multiple times. But that's even just to get the brownness, because if I just, like, put sunscreen and just, like, let it brown, but I don't see, like, anything changing and I just leave it like that, I will get sunburn and I'll turn red. But mostly on my face.
Yeah.
I'll peel, like, on my nose.
Yeah. Dude, my mom gets tomato red all over her body, and it's hilarious, okay? Because, like, my dad's side of the family is more, it's like they're more darker, and they laugh at her because, like, they can't relate. Like, they just don't understand. And, like, one of my dad's Irish twin, right? One of my uncles, my mom has, like, we have a closer, like, relationship with him and, like, with my cousins than we do most of the family. But, like, my uncle and her, like, he'll just bag on her. And he's like, she looks like a tomato. She's so red. Why are you blushing? Like, It's so funny, but I feel so bad for my mom. I'm like, I don't know what's worse, being like tomato red, like literally tomato red, or being like darker. I'm not. It is what it is, though.
But I just do think it's funny as part of like evolution. We've gone through all this time, but like we getting sunburned. Like we gone through all this evolution, but we still can't. It's the sun. It's always been there.
I know. What would people do back in the day before there was sunscreen? What did cavemen do? You know what I mean? Se tapaban, I guess. But
just
like
die, I guess, at an early age.
Damn.
Before the sun could get them.
Man, but it's April, so hopefully we get a little more April showers.
So we can have some more May flowers.
But we don't really get flowers here. They'll die. So we got flowers right now. We'll probably get April, May cactuses. We live in a desert, okay? Desert jokes.
Yeah.
Anyways, but speaking of red, I wanted to ask you though, and I want to make a whole little thing about it. What are some of your red flags for a guy?
Ooh. Okay.
Like, what are the typical red flags that all women should be looking out for, etc., etc.?
I would say, especially when you first like talk to someone, like don't even have to be like FaceTime or anything, like just like messages and stuff like that. If they're already off the bat like, you're so cool, you're so great, you're so this and this, it's like you're saying these things, but you don't know who I am at all. Mm-hmm. What? Mm-hmm. Like if someone's too nice or too like overly excited to like talk to you or see you, but when you realize it's like it's really based on things that mean nothing, like you're just like really pretty or you're really like cool or you're really smart, like those things mean nothing. Like everyone says those kinds of things. I literally watch dating shows and make those kinds of things that they say a drinking game because they say it all the time. Oh, you're different. Oh, I've never experienced anything like this before. Okay.
It's all the fantasy that you created in your mind, hun. Like,
not real. It's not real. Imaginary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one.
Hate to say it, but it is the thing, and I'm so sorry to these men. But military men, policemen, and firefighters, like, I don't know what you guys are on, but you guys are a red flag, and I don't know why you guys are the way you are.
It's like you have to have like a certain personality type to like fit in one of those roles, and like that being said, I don't know if it's one I want to be around.
Yeah, dude, they're all kind of weird, you know. They want your standard like stay-at-home mom thing, which is cool because like I feel like as Mexican women, we already kind of know what that entails.
Yeah.
In a respectful, traditional way, you know? But I think more for them, it's like a fetish. Or it's more just like, oh, you know, I go to work and I put on this uniform and this is what I expect. But, like, they could be crazy and ruthless and do whatever they want.
Yes.
And even if they don't realize that, it's, like, subconscious because they're, like, so unhappy with, like, what they're doing. And it's not an ad. It's not categorizing all of them. But
yeah,
from
but
our
I mean,
experience,
like, to be in those kinds of roles, you are trained in a certain way where it's like things are like black and white, and you're like the man, you're strong, and like this is what you have to do. And so it's like very structured, like military type, and it's 2024. It's getting kind of old for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All the guys who have been either in military or have been cops, because I've never dated a firefighter, have all love bombed me, however you say that in past tense. And it was really weird because they're also like, oh, I just want you to know that like today on the job some woman flirted with me. And it's like,
why do I want to know this?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, why? Because you're wearing a uniform and you feel so cool? I'm so sorry.
11 men in the uniform.
Yeah, no.
Shut up.
I can't. So
Shut up.
It's don't do it. Don't do it, ladies. It's a red flag for me.
No.
Okay, you go.
Okay, red flag. Oh, I feel like there was something that you mentioned in there that made me think of something else. God, what was it?
I mean, we could just think of new ones, or we can ask,
okay,
what are some... We just don't want to help you, ladies, but also because, like, help me out. I'm the one who's dating over here. I need help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just what are some red flags over the years? Or what are some other careers that are red flags? Okay, I have one if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna think about this, but you tell me yours.
Guys who ride motorcycles are a red flag. Unless you've
Damn.
been married for like 40 years and
that's a middle-aged like life crisis
Exactly.
at that point.
You're married 40 years, you have kids, he's retired, he loves you, he wants you to get on the back of the bike with him. That's different. But a man at our age or younger who gets a bike, any of these younger men on bikes, red flag. I'm not doing it.
I will say it is a dangerous activity, and it just shows your like lack of restraint or your like willingness to put yourself in a risky situation.
No.
And that does say something about you as a person and your personality. So it's like, okay, yeah, that's cool, that's fun, oh, we're dating, my man's a bad boy. Okay, but as a father, as a parent, like as a husband, like, okay, because we're getting old at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that are more important or make more sense at this point.
And not even that though, like, I'm just gonna go back to like, this is my taste. I hate cocky people. I hate like people who are like presumidos. Like, I'm not into that. I was raised by like humble people, and my dad is very humble. I don't like flashy things like that. So I feel like for me, guys on motorcycle, it's just like a flex. Like, they're just trying to be like, I ride a motorcycle. Like, and it's really like, honey, you could die.
like baby, shut up. Like, someone switches lanes at the wrong time and you're done. You're over with. Risk it for what? And then I feel like, especially here in Vegas, like, this is just like a separate part of like of that. But like, why would you want to ride a motorcycle in Vegas? Like, 6 months out of the year, you're like burning hot. You're getting sunburned. You have to wear a jacket so you don't get sunburned and get like a farmer's tan.
I know. And if you fall, the asphalt's gonna be burning hot. You can get 3rd-degree burns here. You can cook an egg on the asphalt here because of how hot it is.
And you're getting into a crash and your body sliding on the fucking asphalt. No.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's a red flag for me. Sorry, guys. I know your guys' dream is to have a hot babe in the back of the motorcycle or whatever, but
get over it.
Not for me. Nope.
Safety.
Women
appreciate and love safety. That is a big thing, you know? And that's, I mean, I feel like that's, again, to say why, like, women might look for someone who's more financially stable, because at the end of the day, that's safety. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you know what's so funny, though? I know literally, I'm all for whatever you're saying, and I don't mean to take light away from it, but I just thought of something, though. Like, a man with a car that has AC and takes me on a date in Las Vegas in the summer, your AC got you points. I've been in cars where he didn't have AC or good AC, and I'm literally with full makeup on going on this date like, all right, can we roll the window down? Like, I'm melting over here.
Babe, I think that's gotta be bare minimum. That's gotta be bare minimum.
It is bare minimum, but like, so I'm not gonna say
I'm sweating
names.
just thinking about it.
I'm not trying to add anybody, but I'm saying, like, it was a nice car and it was really hot in there, and I had to say something because I was like, dude, it's hot in here. The air is on, but it's hot in here. And I said something, and it was like touchy behavior because it was a nice car. So I'm walking on thin ice. Goes to find out he needed to get his AC fixed. You're welcome. Okay, but back to like,
interesting.
Yeah, women appreciate safety, which, you know, for my safety and yours, we should not be this hot in this car. Anyways,
heat stroke. Baby.
That's all I'm gonna say, because if I go any deeper, I'm clearly shouting someone out. Anyways, okay.
And we don't do that, you know.
Red flag.
Okay. I had all this time to think about something, and I'm so. It's funny though, because I feel like I have seen, like, not just like from my own experience, but like from like other people, like the red flags I've seen. But
there's so many. Can't think of one. There are so many though, but like, you know what? That might be good because I'm dating, and you're in a good relationship. So your red flags have like, you know, they faded off somewhere in the back of your fucking spinal cord. They just like don't exist right now. For me, I'm like, let's take
let's take a look.
Flip through the fucking, you know,
through the examples.
Yeah.
But I guess, okay, this I've just thought of one. but I don't think it's relevant to like any like situation I've seen or something. But like maybe on like I love me a dating reality show. But whenever like someone says that like they haven't had a girlfriend or like and they haven't dated very like seriously with anybody, red flag. Because I'm like, especially if you're at my age and you said you haven't dated anybody, that tells me you've dated people so unseriously, like plenty of people. That or like you had relationships but you just like pretended like they weren't even serious even if the other person felt like it, because there's no fucking way you're at this age and no one has not tried to be serious with you. It means you're the one who wasn't trying to be serious. That's what that tells me.
You guys, I don't know if it's alcohol or if it's me just needing to listen to this because I'm single, but yes, honey.
Yeah, that's not a flex. You telling me you've never dated anybody is like, okay, you're the problem, or you like to ignore things.
Yikes. Yeah, that's true, though. That's true, because, yeah, I guess it is a red flag if no one has wanted to date you seriously.
Yeah, either, like, you're crazy and weird or something, no one's wanted to date you, or people have tried to date you seriously, and you just pretend like it's, like, nothing serious. It's, nobody matters, like, whatever.
That's a red flag.
Okay, yeah, you told me you love me, and, like, we've been, like, unserious for, like, 3 years, but you're not my girlfriend.
Yikes. Yikes. Okay.
Bye.
Okay, so is it a red flag if somebody you are gonna date, they shared a pet and they still keep in contact because of that pet? And I'm only saying this because I had an experience like this, but literally yesterday I saw this girl that's kind of like social influencer status now. She posted it on her story. Like somebody else posted it. She reposted somebody. And somebody asked them, like, I don't know who, if this person is, like, a psychologist or something, or what, I don't know who this person is. They asked them, this girl I'm trying to date shares custody with the pets and keeps in contact. Should I date them? And the person wrote, just say single at that point. And I read it, and I was like, can relate. Can totally relate. Okay, well, whoa, is that a red flag? Is that a red flag?
That is tough.
Because
like,
keeping in contact is a red flag. Keeping in contact is a huge red flag.
Yeah, dude, like, what reason do you have to talk to your exes?
None.
I have none.
I don't want to talk to my exes.
Honestly, all my exes could hang out in a ditch somewhere, in some hole, in some third world country. I wouldn't blink an eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I forgot where I was going to go with my point.
Do you think it's a red flag if they're sharing custody of the dog and that's why they need to keep in contact?
Like, even no matter how comfortable you might even say or feel about it, at the end of the day, they're talking to someone that they're like, they used to fuck. Somebody that they used to fuck. And math tells me if you're talking to somebody that you used to fuck, chances are you might fuck again.
Oh, shit. Está caliente eso. Está caliente.
I don't know.
But literally, I read through the fucking post, and people had a lot of things to say. A lot of people were like, animals are like people, animals are my kids, and I was
that's exactly my point though too, because like I'm not trying to be nobody's stepmom,
but
deal with the baby mama.
Yeah, but a lot of people too were saying like, okay, I totally get it, however, you guys, the dog would live a happy life if they never saw you again. The dog would not care. So like, you need to cut ties with that relationship, and the dog should stay. Like, somebody wrote this, the dog should stay with whomever can handle it. The dog capable, like live in a good, is capable of like keeping the dog alive and like has a good place for it. And you just need to accept the fact that you're never gonna see this dog again. And I'm
I think that's very true though. Like, it makes sense because like, as long as the dog is in a good, happy, and healthy home environment, and at least with like one person that they've recognized for like over years, the dog's gonna be fine.
Yeah. And
that is very true. It's like, at that point, if you're like splitting custody with the dog, it's just because of your own attachment to the dog.
Dude, and you want to know something that's wild? I'm just gonna say it because whatever. I'ma live single and
whatever.
Who cares? The person I dated literally told me, well, they were our dogs, and I just like to keep them updated. Sounds like you are still attached. Sounds like they're not asking you for updates, and yet you're giving them so freely. And you know what? That's wild.
Yeah.
That's so wild to me. Like, what?
Like, are you using any kind of excuse? Like, okay, what, we're gonna share a plant now or something? Like, I'm just gonna give you updates on the plant.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat were in the post. You know, we go back and forth between my experience and that. A lot of people were like giving different opinions or whatever. So yeah, it's wild. Yeah. I don't know what to do. Not that I don't know what to do. I know what to do. It's a red flag. You cut it out, but whatever.
I mean, I guess kind of to go off the love bombing thing a little bit more, but like definitely a red flag is if you're like willing to do these like big, like grandiose type of big gestures, especially in the beginning. It's like, don't do those things if you're just gonna like come back and throw it in my face.
Yeah.
Like, to be like, oh, well, you know, I did this nice thing for you this time and you weren't appreciative or this and this. It's like, okay, well then why did you do it? You do things to do them and be nice. You don't do things for any kind of reaction or expectation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but see, here's my question, okay? Sometimes we do things to prove to people that we love them. So when somebody is questioning your love, should you not try to remind them, like, should you not try to remind them, like, hey, I did this for you? Is that not enough? Or, like, how else would you, because, like, I know for sure me, I'm the type of person that, like, tends to feel really, like, do I trust this person? And because of, like, my own trauma.
For good reason.
Yeah, like, my own trauma. Like, I don't really trust that people care, you know? And I obviously need to work on that, of trusting somebody. But when like, your gut tells you somebody is not, you know,
see, but that's the thing though too, is like, I feel like when, even if someone tells you that they like you, you can't always believe them. Like, okay, you say that you like me, but you do things that doesn't reflect. Mm-hmm. So your actions and your words don't match. Mm-hmm. Or even just like, they say this and they do this like half-assed. Like, if you really feel like this person genuinely like doesn't care about you, that's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to even make the other person realize you don't actually fucking like me. And which is annoying because I have to like consider my own feelings, but I have to consider how you're interpreting your own feelings. But that happens sometimes.
Bars.
You know?
She just really fucking told us the real tea right now.
That's what you're telling me, but I don't believe you.
Bro, it is hot.
It's a little hot.
And you want to know what I think? I think it's all these blankets here. Sorry, guys. We need to remove this blanket. This cute pink blanket.
I love it.
We do, but
it's burning my back up a little bit.
Guys, we're telling you it's not winter time anymore. Usually it's really cold in here. All right. Poor Jocelyn. It's because I see that she has so much hair, and I'm like, I'm concerned for my friend. Okay, I'm a very caring person.
100 subscribers and I'll shave my head.
She won't. She won't though.
No,
hey, but seriously, I have shaved my head before.
Dude, it's just that like I really don't feel like I'm the kind of person that would look good with a shaved head. Some people really can pull it off.
Okay.
I don't think it's me.
Do you think I pulled it off well or not?
I think so.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So I feel like your face is very like shaped, very like, I don't want to say angular because there's no like sharp points, but like very like,
yeah,
like high cheekbones, very like smooth, like.
Guys, ready? I should post a picture of it.
But I feel like
I do think there were moments where I felt funny, but bro, let me tell you this: because I had really long hair before I cut my hair, having long hair to having a pixie cut to having a bald head, it's literally like you need new makeup and new outfits because your old style is not gonna fit.
I could see how like some outfits, like there's some outfits that I would do like a bun in, and some outfits that I definitely wouldn't. Mm-hmm. So I can see how like being like shaved head would be different from an outfit that you would wear if you had long hair.
Yeah.
But makeup I didn't think about. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
No, everything has to change, bro. Everything has to change. Earrings, like your whole style has to change for sure. But dang. Okay, so ready for the next question?
Okay.
What are some acceptable or maybe like first dates?
Ooh, like places that are like okay,
safe. Yeah, because like nowadays we're meeting people not in public. I never fucking have met anybody in a bar and was like, yo, what's up?
Don't you fucking dare ask me to meet you at your place and we're having our first date at your house. No. Murder. That's the only thing I'm going to assume. You're going to murder me. No one's going to ever hear from me again. No.
Or you already know what they want.
Yes.
No first dates at somebody's place end up in a good spot. Never, ever, ever.
Never.
Ever.
I don't care if he's a chef at some 5-star Michelin restaurant. I don't even know if that's how they rate him. But
you get 1 star and then you get 2 stars, so you get 1. One is extraordinary.
It's crazy. I don't care if you're Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen. You invite me over to your house for a home cooked meal? No. No.
Anytime a man wants to cook a meal for you and he's not your boyfriend, red flag. And I can tell you,
I'm just trying to get you to the house.
No, I could tell you from experience. That happened to me, and I was like, sweetie, I'm not going over there. Period. You better take me somewhere.
We better meet in a public space.
Men, the audacity of men. Like, tell me you want to get laid without telling me you want to get laid.
Like, honestly, I feel like it's fair enough you can make those kinds of intentions clear. Like, yeah, okay, every person you message is not going to be down. But, like, do you want every person that you message to be down?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
It's giving thirsty and desperate.
Ugh, yeah. So, like, if you want that, you can express that. You can make that known to people.
You can go to the strip club.
I promise you, there are people... to be real, download the Tinder app. Isn't that what that's for? You know what I mean? There are other, like, dating apps. But, like, I thought Tinder was just to, like, fuck.
But what apps are for serious dating?
That I couldn't tell you. I really don't know.
See, me neither, because all of them, and this is coming from a single woman, all of them seem to entail that you just want to hook up. And it's like, no, I literally wrote it in my bio. You didn't read it? I literally told you I don't want to hook up. No matter what, they want to hook up. So, like
men... I feel like they'll just, like, attach themselves to, like, an idea of a person, or, like, once they see someone that, like, mildly fits that idea, they're like, okay, no, like, I just have to, like, figure out a way to make it work with you in some way. It's like, no, like, you should go in with the intention of knowing what you want. I'm just trying to fuck. I'm trying to date. I'm trying to see where things go. Go with that intention with everyone that you meet. Instead of, like, you find someone that you're like, oh my God, they're hot. Like, okay, I have to make this work no matter what. Like, we have nothing in common, but she's hot. What? What?
No, I feel like it's such a missed opportunity too. And it sucks because it's like, we could have been friends. You know what I mean? We could have networked in some way. We could have been cool. I could have introduced you to your potential wife. Or I could have introduced you to your next hookup. Or vice versa. You know, like, you never know. And I think now everything is so, like, I blame the whole, like, get whatever you want fast culture nowadays.
Yeah.
Amazon, no offense, I love Amazon. Like, everything is get it quick. Oh, you ordered it, you get it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like if I meet you and you're not necessarily the exact person I want to, like, date, why should I blow you off and, like, build that bridge just to immediately burn it?
Yes.
For what?
It's like we live in a world where we don't really socialize as much anymore.
And that's so important, though.
We don't really value it or recognize that, like you're saying. But also, too, like, we don't realize that we're lacking it. Like, it's so vital for us to, like, communicate and speak. And it's like me, like, for example, right now, we've even talked about it before in the pod. I have 2 friends. That's it. You know what I mean? And I'm single, so I'm not speaking to, like, a male friend ever. I don't even have a male friend right now. Literally. I talk to my brothers and I talk to my friends and that's it. But, like, how important would it be for me to have a male friend, especially since I'm
just
dating?
a male perspective in your life. You know, like, why couldn't that be someone that's, like, your friend, someone that can give you that perspective?
And
why should that be so weird?
I don't know. We're all, like, discombobulated right now, and it's okay. But anyways, back to appropriate first dates.
Dates.
First meetings.
Oh, definitely. We're not going on a first date at the movies. I was like, okay, so we can sit next to each other in a room where I don't even get to know you at all. By the end of the movie, I still know nothing about you. Weird.
Okay, what about a drive-in?
Weird. maybe a little bit better because it's an intimate space and you can talk to someone without interrupting everyone else's movie experience. Yeah. But also still kind of like, you're trying to fuck.
Thank you.
Let's go somewhere where it's actually appropriate and where you should be talking to each other.
Thank you. Okay, well, I have a question. What about you don't know this person, you met them online, and the first meeting is going to the gym?
Interesting.
I don't think it would be a good one.
Again, also, I don't think it's a space to be getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going and we're either doing 2 separate workouts or we're doing the same workout together, like switching on and off. And it's like, if you're in the middle of a set, I'm not going to be like, well, tell me about your relationship with your parents.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? In the middle of, like,
That's
squats.
True. Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
So it's like, it's cute and cool in a way where it's like, let's say you're a really busy person and you're just trying to, like, find a way to incorporate me into your schedule. Cool, fine. That, like, I work out too. Like, okay, let's do that together. That's cool. But the first time, though?
That's wild.
I don't know.
Your perspective is appreciated and seen. Okay, so I guess we're, and this is probably just Alma teaching her how to date. You know what I mean? Josie's just, this is you watching us, teach Alma. Anyways, so I guess from what we're understanding is first dates, we should probably talk.
First date, you get to know whether you even like me or not. Like, even you get the inkling or not. Because it's fair to say after a first date, like, okay, that wasn't it. Cool, nice to meet you. Glad to never go on a date with you again. That's fair. You can say, I don't like you. You can say, like, this wasn't it. We tried, though. What's the problem?
Life.
Isn't that what the first dates are for?
Yeah, first dates are for that. See, but
like, getting a second date should be, like, huge, should be major. Just because you started talking to someone doesn't mean that you guys should both automatically be like, married, I'm not talking to nobody, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, so probably first dates, not parachuting. I guess not, like, going to the club is out. Going to a bar and sitting down and talking is cool.
Yes.
Dinner is cool.
Dinner, yes, but
I don't always like going to dinner on first dates, though.
I wouldn't go to dinner for a first date if we're having, like, wings or something. Any finger foods? I don't know, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I know, but, like, I won't, like, find myself eating. Like, I don't want to eat that much in front of you.
Like, I feel like maybe if it's, like, dinner and something else, that could be cute. But, like, maybe just dinner is kind of like, okay.
But I'd be nervous, bro. I'd be nervous. So I think drinks for me is the best bet because a drink would get me
loosen
talking.
up.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But what if you don't drink? Or what if you're not drinking right now? I guess you should do...
Give yourself a pep talk.
Okay, you know what? I went on a date once. It was not my first date, but I went on a date once to, like, an arcade. That was so fun.
That sounds cute.
That was, like, the best time. We had some drinks, obviously, but, like, it was adorable.
See, I feel like the drinks get you to loosen up. You guys can talk to each other. You guys can, like, find out your little dynamic when it comes to, like, games. But they're, like, short games. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're, like, training.
And they let you win. Okay.
Or win me some stuffed animals or something. I don't know.
Wait, yeah, I know. I was going to say that. What if we go to Circus, the Midway? Too childish? That's kind of corny, but also kind of cute, I guess, I haven't been to Midway in so long.
Me either.
If you know, you know.
I hope it's okay.
All right.
But
what time is it?
And I think we're good. We've hit the hour already.
We've wrapped, and during such a good conversation. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 5 of Fuerza Femenina. We love you guys. Thank you so much for all the people that are watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video.
Dude, special shout out to the people that have watched, like, episode 1 through 5 too.
We love you guys. And what's up? Like I tell you guys every single time, talk to us. We want to dialogue with you guys. We've tried to incorporate all the things that you guys have suggested. We've tried to, like, shout you guys out. Oh my god, and special shout out, actually, 1 second. Special shout out to Chivo, who lives in Elko, Nevada. He shouted us out on his story, and he watches the pod, and he loves it. So we love him. I'm going to figure out a way to tag him someplace.
Yeah.
I'll probably post him on our story. Thank you so much. We love the people who are watching.
No, genuinely though, like you guys who like take the time to like listen to the bullshit we be saying. It's like, wow, people are actually like interested in what we're saying.
Yes. So we're glad that we either make you smile, make you laugh. Hopefully we don't make you cry, or if you can just relate to us. All right. So follow the Instagram, follow this freaking podcast. We love you. We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.